The streaming wars are here. How much will it cost you? And more importantly, how can you see all the great stuff you want to see while not spending too much money?
Xbox, Twitter, Uber,
Postmates,
Netflix, MoviePass,
Google,
eBay,
DoorDash,
Apple, Amazon, Airbnb,
The Apptrepreneur. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and the streaming wars are in full force. They are here. I remember for years when cable TV was around and that was the only option, people would say, man, you know what I really hate? I hate spending like $200 a month to get everything I want to see. Why can't they just sell it a la carte? I don't want, the AMC, because this was before they had The Walking Dead, of course, and I don't want the Disney Channel, because at this point it started to suck because it was no longer being cable. I just want ESPN and Cartoon Network and CNN, maybe TNT once in a while. And, well, we always wanted to break up those packages and start buying it a la carte. And here's the thing, when Netflix came around, that changed the game. Now, all of a sudden, we could buy a la carte. There are streaming services up the wazoo, so you can buy this one and not this one if you want. But here's the thing, there is a lot more competition, more so than we ever thought that there would be. And so all of a sudden, a la carte is looking pretty expensive today, where now we kind of wish we could bundle it all together again. So it's funny how the pendulum swings. But that does not negate the question we are here to ask ourselves today. The streaming wars are here, and it's going to cost a lot of money. Now, how much could it realistically cost if you were to get everything, and how can you save money? Well, let's start by looking at this sheet. Yes, we have a spreadsheet today, folks. We don't normally have spreadsheets on this channel, but for this particular topic, it's going to be very helpful. As you can see, I have already done some work. I have put a bunch of services on the left under monthly. These are as many streaming services that I could think of. There are actually a lot more than this, but these ones come up the most in conversation, with a few extras that you might not have heard of tacked on at the end, like Shudder and Deco and whatever. And in the middle, we'll get to the middle in a second. So let's start with this. Here is on the left the monthly subscription services. At the top, you have your Commons, your Netflix, your Hulu, your Amazon Prime, your Disney Plus, YouTube TV, Sling, YouTube Premium, Apple TV Plus, which, by the way, thank you, Apple, for announcing your price when you did, because I originally had this at $9.99 a month. Apparently, it's going to be $4.99 a month. Oh, by the way, one more thing to keep in mind for those of you who might be watching this in the future, prices are subject to change. Obviously, this is what they cost now. Doesn't mean they're going to cost this when you're actually watching this. So this is more of like a exercise to understand how you can have like a great streaming package that will not cost more, hopefully, than a cable subscription service. Okay, and then you have Crunchyroll, Criterion Channel, High Dive, ESPN Plus, HBO Max, which is upcoming and rumored at this point to be $17.99 a month. That might change. Then you have PlayStation Vue, Fandor, DC Universe, CBS All Access, Funimation Now, Rooster Teeth, Nicktoons, Boomerang, Broadway HD, WWF Network, Mubi, Sundance Now, Doc Club, VidAngel, Viki, Shudder, Acorn TV, and Deco. It is a lot, and these are the monthly subscription prices. And you will see they go as little as $4.99 a month to as high as $49.99 per month. And if you were to get all these services and pay monthly, it would cost you $349.73 a month. Now, for the yearly cost, it would be $4,076.76. In both cases, this is just way too much money to be spending for content and TV in general. Now, there's some good news in all of this. This is a worst case scenario, and it should never get to this point in the first place. Because for starters, you have some of these services that will sell you a yearly annual subscription, where when you pay it for all up front, you will save a lot of money. So, with the exception of Amazon Prime, because if you did just Amazon Prime monthly, it would be $8.99, but if you do it for the yearly cost, it would average out to $9.91 a month. However, the Amazon Prime, when you do it annually, does provide the free shipping, which is valuable to a lot of people. However, when you look at Disney Plus, if you pay for a $70 upfront annual fee, it makes it out to $5.83 a month, a little less than the $6.99 a month. And if you do Criterion Channel for $100 a month, it brings it down to $8.33, whereas monthly, it would be $10.99 a month, and you save about $31.88 or $89, I guess. So there are ways you can buy these packages. Now, here's what you want to do. You want to take a look at all of this and figure out what is the best package for everyone, because you want to have a little bit of everything. You want movies, you want TV, you want adults, you want kids, you want sports, you want your anime, theoretically speaking, you want your classic movies or documentaries, you want all that stuff. So we need to come up with the ultimate combo tag. So what are we going to start with? What is the first thing that we should include here? Well, obviously we need Netflix as one of the things that you just will need. Now, what plan are you going to do? Well, here's the thing. We are going to bump it up to $21 a month. Now, you might be thinking at this point, okay, Kevin, you are clearly wasting my time. Why would I get the more expensive service when there's a $15.99 option right there? We are going to be getting to that in a minute, but let's get to the next one. And here's the first way you can save money. Because as you can see, you have Disney Plus and ESPN, and they have annual packages. So if you want Disney and ESPN, that seems logical. However, you might want to skip on those because there is going to be an even better deal if information holds up, where there will be a Disney Plus / Hulu / ESPN Plus combo service for $12.99 a month. So you will save a lot of money by doing that, and you get your Disney, you get your TV, you get your sports, all right there. Now then, let's say you want live TV. You have a few options. You have YouTube TV, and you have PlayStation Vue, you have Sling. These are all programs that will give you the ability to do live TV with DVR. Now, for a lot of people, you might be thinking, well, I'm trying to get away from live TV. However, if you like special events like the Oscars or the Tonys or even certain sporting events, having live TV in your back pocket would be useful. Now, I would recommend at this point YouTube. Oops, sorry about that, folks. Let's start that one over. YouTube TV. Now, the reason I would recommend YouTube TV is because it comes with YouTube Premium for free in most circumstances. So you will get the YouTube Premium, and we all watch YouTube. Heck, you're watching this on YouTube right now, and that means you had to watch ads. With YouTube Premium, you don't have to watch ads, and you can also watch shows like Cobra Kai, which I really like, and Scare PewDiePie, and Liza on Demand, and also that excellent documentary, The Boys. YouTube Premium comes free with YouTube TV, so if you want to get live TV with DVR capabilities, that's the one I recommend. It's a little bit more expensive than Sling, but it's not as expensive as PlayStation Vue. Now, again, if you don't want live TV, you can obviously take that off the plan, but for now, we're going to leave it there. Now then, Apple TV. Here's the good news. If you, and this is kind of like a big assumption, of course, but if you buy a brand new Apple device, you will get that for free for the first year. And after that, it's $4.99 a month. So we'll just add that on there right now. But if it's not free by the time you're watching this, you know, we're just going to have to keep that in mind. Now then, here's the next one. VRV, and at this point you might be a little confused. What's VRV? I don't see that on the list. Well, here's what VRV is. VRV is kind of like an umbrella service for several services. So, what does that mean? Well, with VRV, you get Crunchyroll, and you get High Dive, and you get Rooster Teeth and Nicktoons and Boomerang. You get programs for all of those services. You see how much that costs you right there. How much does VRV cost? $9.99 a month. $9.99 a month. You get like 5 of those streaming services on that list for the price of 1 a month. Let me get the arrow out of the way. And so that is a great savings. You definitely want to have that on your belt. Next thing, HBO Max. You know what? I think you're going to want to have your HBO Max because we want the Game of Thrones spin-offs. We want the Warner Brothers cartoon. So that will be $17.99 a month. I'm sorry, there does not appear to be a savings for that one yet. Now, after that, I would probably put on the Criterion channel. There are several classic movie sites out there. However, the Criterion channel, because of the yearly annual fee, comes out to $8.33 or $99.99 a year. Don't worry, we will add up overall what this will cost in a year, because now is where we want to start looking at the services that have annual subscription passes. So, a lot of people, and I hate to say this because I hate Amazon, will probably want Amazon Prime for their shipping. Actually, you know what? So that would be $119. Well, actually, $9.91 a month, but $119 a year. Now, personally, if your streaming budget is tight, I would recommend passing on Amazon Prime, because how many great Amazon Prime shows do you want? I mean, I know there's a Marvelous Miss Maisel, and that Woody Allen, A Crime Scene in 6 Scenes is pretty good. But for the most part, Amazon does not have great TV shows, although there's a few on there, so you might want to. But here's the thing. The Amazon Prime thing, it's kind of like the package deal. You want the music, the shipping, the TV, the movies, you want all that stuff. Just keep in mind that there is stuff on Amazon Prime that you cannot do. Now, if you just stick with this basic package, you have a little bit of everything. Now, what will it all come out to? Well, so adding everything up all together, if you did this ultimate combo, which has a little bit of everything, it will cost you $118.21 a month, $1,418.63 a year, give or take, tax. Now, again, this is all subjective. So, for example, I do not want Amazon in my house at all. I do not want them. I've never signed up for Amazon Prime. You take that off the list, and look, it gets cheaper. $108 a month and 30 cents. Now, that is definitely more than $30 a month, and that's why a lot of people began cutting the cord in the first place. Again, you can start playing around with this. If you have no interest in live TV at all, you remove this, and it becomes $70.30 a month for, honestly, a good list of stuff. And by the way, the Disney Plus and the Hulu, those have documentaries and nature and stuff like that. And then you can, of course, put little things you want. Like, let's say you are a Christian family and you want to filter your movies. Well, you'll spend $9.99 a month, and as a result, you can filter your movies. Or maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe you are part of the LGBT community and you want to have content geared for you. You can add, you can take away. Heck, maybe you are not even an anime fan. Maybe you're just not an anime fan. I mean, it's certainly possible. So there you go. Or maybe you're a DC fan. And hey, you want to be a DC fan? Get the DC Universe? Well, they've got the yearly package. Pay for that. Save about 33%. Oops. What did I do? Sorry, folks, if that showed up. And there you go. And I would definitely emphasize taking advantage of all of the situations in which they offer you a year up front, because you save a lot more money in the long run. You really do, and it's just nice to not have to think about that. So anyway, that's kind of, well, with the exception of these two. That was originally, let's bring the YouTube TV back, because in my opinion, this is the best lineup I can think of right now. And because I actually don't like Amazon, I'm just going to remove that there. In my opinion, this is a great lineup for most families. It has a little bit of everything. And this is what you have to budget for it. So yeah, the streaming wars are going to be expensive. As you can see, if you try to get everything, it's going to cost you. But through careful planning and combination of all these things, you can have a combo package that is worthwhile. And by the way, that does not include Vudu, Tubi, Pluto TV, and Crackle. What do all of these have in common? They are all free. You have plenty of free streaming options out there. And of course, there's basic YouTube that is also free. It's just in all these cases, you have to, watch some previews. So anyway, that's what the streaming wars is going to look like from this point on. It's not going to be cheap. It's going to be expensive, but with a little planning, you can have a good plan. You can have lots of content. And again, you can play around with this as much as you want. Maybe you're not a fan of we won't alter it anymore. Although I will say, if you really want to get rid of live TV, you can have it for less than $100 a month. Not a bad deal. Keep in mind, this does eventually go up, and it will cost you... I should have programmed this in advance. To add it, but whatever. And it could cost a little bit more. But still, that's not too bad. $75.29 a month, $903.51 a year. So there you have it. That is what the streaming wars looks like. It might even get worse. We don't know exactly how many streaming services are coming. I hear NBC is going to be releasing a streaming service. I don't have it on here. So anyway, by the way, VRV also includes Rooster Teeth. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. But anyway, what do you think about this? What services would you want? Which ones are essential? What would it look like for you to have your ultimate streaming service combo package? I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping this channel run smoothly, and you get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. And if gas prices gauge is a little down, check out the Get Upside app below. It's totally free, but you get cash back on every gas purchase. If you want to see more content from me that's, not app related, check out my other channels, Kevin T. Rodriguez, the Apptrepreneur Vlogs, and Autograph Hound. And finally, if you want to talk to me or other fellow app users out there, check us out at the Apptrepreneur Hangouts on Facebook. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.